Public art is art that the community sort of creates together, or it's created for a community, either or. Usually public art is created by multiple people. Every once in a while there's a singular artist and his artwork is put in the community. It's very like social. The point of public art is to be more social.
I think music always, looking back historically, I think music has always built a sense of community. It has a way of bringing people together, and I guess something like jazz music isn't necessarily like a popular music, but there's definitely a group of people who really love it and are passionate about it, and they all come together for a concert, and it's a way to bring people who have similar interests together to accomplish something, or just like even something that is popular. I guess I suppose rock or rap, and it's something that everybody can relate to. Everybody listens to it. Everybody knows the lyrics to the same song.
In India, it's like film is meant to be a community event. Like people go there, they bring food, they talk to the people on the screen, they sing along to the songs. Indian movies have a lot of songs in them. So there, in other countries, it's a lot more of a community-based thing. And I mean, there's still instances of that around here. So the Magic Johnson Theater is down on off Crenshaw, and it's kind of a similar thing. But
I think sometimes it helps build community. I think that there's definitely public art that doesn't make a difference because it doesn't touch on really what the community or society needs. Ultimately, society will kind of dictate or let you know at the end of the day whether or not it's successful, and a lot of people try and jump the gun by trying to figure that out beforehand. Sometimes they don't succeed there.
Yeah, if you go back to like New York in the I guess probably in the 40s, 50s, or even in the swing areas, I think that shaped the way that city functioned. All the clubs at night, everyone out, the swing craze or whatever. It really shaped how people live their lives, I guess. Or if you go back even further than that, there was if you go to like the Romantic period, or if you talk about like Schubert or some of the classical artists, they wrote just these little parlor songs that people would go and listen to in their local parlors or pubs or whatever. People just come together and sing, and that really changes the dynamics and relationships just among everyday people.
Again, like I said, it's just the face of that kind of community is changing. There used to be, maybe 40, 50 years ago, there was a huge film cinephile community of just people who went to movies, went to multiple movies a day, and watched them, discussed them at length and depth, and that kind of film culture where you like look at film as an art and discuss it and really kind of delve deeply into meaning, technique, and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of given way to a different approach to watching films. I feel like now it's less of a intellectual exercise, whatever that means, than just purely for entertainment. And I think that kind of takes away from the communal aspect of it.
I think of LA whenever I think of public art here, because LA to me is such a dead city at times, and they're trying to like give it a renaissance right now, which is cool, but I mean no one cares about the public artwork down there as of right now. I mean there are a lot of spaces like the Nokia Center has been built and stuff, and that can be considered sort of a public art in a way, and that's like trying to get community together, but I mean, you just see a lot of failure with that downtown right now. So there are places like Chicago, like the Millennium Park in Chicago, where it definitely works. There's a holiday after that public art there. So everyone's happy for that.
I don't know, anytime you have like a public event with a specific interest or goal in mind that people are coming to see, it builds some sort of community around that. So.
Film is kind of a universal medium, and there's something for everybody to enjoy. And it's in the public eye so much, and it's such a huge part of our society, especially as Americans, which is like kind of the premier film producer in the world. Like, we're surrounded by films and TV all the time, and like it's gotten to the point where, you know, we take things that happen to us in our lives and describe them to other people in reference to films or TV shows, because that's the universal. That's something that everybody can relate to. Like,
I think when you go more with like murals and theater, you have more of an interaction between people in the audience. You have people laughing together, you have people participating in painting together, you have probably things being addressed that are, you know, focused towards those people. But yeah, I mean, those would be my main two. I think sculpture is kind of like a throwaway public art in a way.
I mean, it's like anything. It's a common, some people have in common, and a lot of times it crosses. One of the big major things about art is that it's cross-cultural. Like, people in American films, for instance, are distributed around the world, and people like them around the world. Like, I've been to a few different places, and it's American film everywhere, and people like it there, people like it here, and it like, people like it for different reasons, and they like different things about it. But there's always something in art that everybody can appreciate, I think, can enjoy. So I guess that serves to build more of a global community.